10 cars to battle it out for our first A feature of the night as they take formation on the back straightaway. Nice and tight as they come into turns 3 and 4. Green flags in the air. Great jump from the outside for the number 2 machine of Davey Pombo. Pombo now leads him down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Davey Pombo right around the bottom side of 3 and 4. He'll come around lead lap number 1. Now Rasmussen taking a peek around the outside, floating up the hill right in front of the nose. Tickling the whiskers on the 38 end of Rasmussen. Rasmussen slides. Felicioni 1 and 2. Felicioni with a crossover. Kyle Rasmussen looks like it's going to stick now as a bobble from the 15 machine, Rhino. Rasmussen, the 38 end machine, now taking a peek for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Rasmussen slides Pombo. Pombo now crossover, side-by-side drag racing at turn number 3. Rasmussen now dives down to the bottom side in 3 and 4, trying to get by lap traffic. He'll do so down, now slides himself again into 1 and 2. Rasmussen has drivers side by side out in front of him with a white flag in the air one more time around. Rasmussen gets down to the bottom side. 2 for 1 special around the lappers off at turn number 2. Kyle Rasmussen in a big time way off at turn number 4. Kyle Rasmussen picks up the win. Coming home second is Pombo. And green flag is in the air. Bobby McNovich, Cody Nye, 1 and 2. Eric Greco in the number 3 spot. Then you pick up the 97 machine of Leland Day. Greco, the man on the move, gets a little bit of a bobble over there in turns 3 and 4. Here comes the battle for the top spot. Getting closer and closer is the AG of Eric Greco. Greco now trying to get the RPM run around the outside. They're side by side off of turn number 4. Give it to Eric Greco. Greco with one heck of a boom. Here comes Cody Nye to the inside of Bobby McNovich. They're side by side drag race down the back straightaway. Right in front of your leader. Eric Greco's going to have to find a way. We got one slow on the back straightaway. Caution flag will fly. Caution flag will fly. First caution of the night coming on lap number 15. Looks like that's the 59 machine of Drake Carty from Riverside, California. The Dyer Motorsports iBox spring entry. Coming to a halt on the back straightaway right underneath the head Dodge sign. Back to the green. Great set of corners right now. Bobby McNovich, he missed it going into turns 1 and 2. That's going to allow Eric Greco a commanding lead off of turn number 4 already here on lap number 1 of the restart. Cody Nye back to the inside, slides himself into turns 1 and 2. Oh, we got one upside down off of turn number 4. We go red. Nice, tight, single file formation coming off of turn number 4. Green flags back in the air. Cody Nye taking a peek to the inside of Eric Greco, but he's not going to be able to get the pass done. Eric Greco shot out of a cannon off of turn number 2. Greco with a commanding lead over the 45 of Cody Nye, Aiden Lane. Now Bobby McNovich in the 41 machine back to P4. Problems for Cody Nye. Caution flag will fly for the 45 at Cody Nye. Right back to green flag racing right here off of turn at number 4. And the green flag's in the air. Aiden Lane throwing a bomb into turns 1 and 2. Will it stick? Crossover from Greco. Lane has a couple of more laps to throw another bomb at the 8G of Eric Greco. Greco might be a little too far out now. That 8G is showing his speed, flexing his muscle once again. Ripping off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway goes into 3 and 4. Greco off of turn number 4. Picks up the A main event victory at the Bakersfield Speedway at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Aiden Lane comes home second. The 57 machine comes home third of Bruce Douglas. Leland Day in the number 4 spot, rounding out your top 5. It's the 41 machine of Bobby McNovich. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, what you've come to see. 19 Ultimate Sprint Cars here at the Bakersfield Speedway at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. We are green. Great start for the 51 machine of Brody Fusen. He'll lead him down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Of the 51 machine of Brody Fusen. Fusen now taking a peek around the outside. Will he go 3 wide? Cammy Bell right there battling with Nielsen. Back down to the bottom side goes the 51 of Fusen. Now Fusen looking to get another car down the front straightaway. That is Hannah Mayhew. He'll do so. So now 3 cars between your leaders of Wakeham. Wakeham has to get on the binders. Now here comes the 87 of Tuttle. Tuttle and Wakeham side by side in turns 3 and 4. They make contact. Tuttle gets by Wakeham. The 2 STX comes to a halt on the back straightaway, bringing out our first caution of the Ultimate Sprint Car Series, a feature here on lap number 23. Can Brody Fusen go wire to wire in the RPM 51 machine? The green flag's back in the air. Fusen, great restart, slides himself. Oh, contacted turns 1 to 2. We got one around. Caution flag will fly once again. Cautions, breeding cautions. 22 down, 8 laps remain. Ultimate Sprint Car Series here at the Bakersfield Speedway at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Green flag is in the air. Here comes the Hail Mary shot from the 73 machine of Wakeham. Not able to hold the 51T of Brody Fusen, able to stay out front. The 87 of Jacob Tuttle still sitting P2. Cole Wakeham rounding out that top 3. Tuttle had a great restart, staying right there. Here comes the ball from Tuttle. Slide job, City, and it turns 1 and 2. Crossover from Brody Fusen. Fusen now down the back straightaway, protecting that slider line into turns 3 and 4. Tuttle. Now he gets slid from the 73 of Cole Wakeham. 5 laps remain. Fusen down the back straightaway. Now slider. Brody Fusen into a lap car into turns 3 and 4. We've got one around. Checkered flag will fly off of turn number 4. Caution will fly. What is the call? What is the call? The race is over, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Brody Fusen. Green flag is in the air. Tyler Weeks throws the slider in turns 1 and 2. John McKinley, 3 wide, almost 4 wide down the back straightaway. It was 4 wide for a moment going into turns 3 and 4. Shaking and baking, bumping and grinding all the way through. Somehow, some way, we get through lap number 1. Tyler Weeks in the top spot. We got a battle up front, though, for the top spot. Nicholas Johnson. Caution flag will fly. Mason Conway coming to a halt over in turn number 3. Bringing out the caution here on lap number 2. Green flags in the air. Tyler Weeks has company in the into deep machine of Nicholas Johnson. Nicholas Johnson, he got a little bit tight. Now here comes Roger Holder. Holder up into the mix side by side with Sonny Simpkins down the back straightaway. Holder carrying good speed in the one machine off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway now. Back to the high side, trying to find a way around the into deep of Nicholas Johnson. Nicholas Johnson side by side for the lead. Now coming off of turn number 2 is going to be Nicholas Johnson down the back straightaway. Tyler Weeks Taking a peek back to the inside, but can't quite get to the back bumper of the Into Deep machine. Holder, a great center course. We got one around in turn number 2. It's John Robinson. Excuse me, that is the 117 machine. So we are about to go green flag racing, but the yellow has to come back on. The yellow has to come back on. As we had a right rear flat for Sonny Simpkins. Green flags in the air. Great start once again for the Into Deep machine. Roger Holder is right there. He got a little bit tight, but he was able to catch it off of turn number 2. Advantage goes to Nicholas Johnson. Looks like Holder's a little bit better here in 3 and 4. Looks for a better line into turns 1 and 2. Nicholas Johnson around the bottom side. Roger Holder right through the middle. He'll float up. Getting a little tight once again is Nicholas Johnson, but a little tighter is the 1 machine of Roger Holder. We've got contact into turn number 2. They're still going, and we stay green. That was Cameron Campbell and the 4 of Will Simcoe. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Nicholas Johnson holding off the 1 of Roger Holder. White flag in the air. One more time around. Nicholas Johnson right back down to the bottom side. We've got one slow on the back straightaway. It's Spencer Vasquez. Vasquez, he'll pull down to the infield. We stay green for the final corners. Into 3 and 4. The Into Deep Craig Hawk Racing machine. Gonna pick up another win here tonight. Give it up for Nicholas Johnson. Roger Holder coming home second, third. Another great finish for the 25 machine, Carson Conway. Then you pick up Kyle Wood. The 40 machine, Nick Spainhauer. The 69X of Tyler Weeks. That's how they'll finish the final A feature of the night. Nicholas Johnson picks up another win.